we're gonna tell a short story before we fucking rip it up. So a few years ago, maybe it was a couple years ago, feels like it was sooner than that. There was a similar show to this one that happened in this very room where a band that's playing tonight, Magnitude, played here. And yeah, give her a Magnitude. And you know, I like always had known there was like straight edge people in the Bay and stuff, and like you know a few bands like No Right, Fiddle Flames, you know a few others. But at that show, I saw like all these people like X'd up, and I saw like everybody like singing along, and I was like, oh, I didn't know that there was this type of like passion for like this specific lane of hardcore, which is what I grew up loving. And you know, because of that show, down the line, this band starts because I knew that there were people here that wanted to rock that kind of music. So big up to Magnitude. All right, now we're gonna get to the ripping it up part. We're Eliminators, San Francisco Straight Edge. This song's by SSD Control, song's called Blue. Let's fucking go! Sign the silencing! Keep moving! this show we got the pleasure to do some dates with last year. We first started as something called Firestarter. And fucking awesome. Great people living in the Southern California area. Shout out to them. And a rare appearance by Florida's own Envision. Florida, Philly? We're in the right boat. You're gonna hear some fucking amazing lead work, I promise you. Please stick around. This next one is off the demo. I said this at show we played recently, but I'll say it again for here. The song was initially about how politicians and people in power don't give a shit about what happens to people like us, people in rooms like this, that are not upholding and supporting their regime. But I used to think it was about them not giving a fuck about us. And with the recent things happening in this country now, I think it's actually more so about them actively oppressing people that are not falling in line with what they want and what they think is American. Americans define what America is, and the people that, you know, make communities like this. Doesn't matter where you come from, it doesn't matter what, you know, your background is. This is America. This community is what it's all about. This song's called Abandoned.
Thank y'all so much. Is anybody at the Whispers gig last night? Has nothing to do with this show. That show was just pretty fucking awesome. So I just wanted to know if anybody was there. We got another one coming up Wednesday. Myself and Danny. We got Bane riding out. Send us some lyrics. I would say come, but if you don't have a ticket, it's sadly sold out. But we got a bunch of shows coming up. It'll be great. And if you need to get an RBS ticket, I got them maybe for less than online. So it'll be up. Also, all the bands tonight have merch. They're still in the middle of the tour. Buy something from the touring bands. Because we are the people, as I kind of talked about earlier, that take care of each other and that fuel what the scene is about, not outside influence. And I talk about this every time we stick some up here, or most times at least, depending on where it is in the set. But people that aren't part of the hardcore scene shouldn't have anything to do with what happens in these rooms. This shit isn't for professionals. This shit is for people that fucking love it and are passionate about it. This song's called Professional.
Yo, if you're straight edge, you're better than everyone else in this room.
All of a sudden. Get down! Stick around.